Have you ever imagined waking up to seeing someone like Ultron or Terminator as your neighbor?
Or your bedmate.
Or your roommate. Or you walk into a superstore and then you just see Ultron walking about doing grocery shopping.
Yeah.
How would you react? Hello guys, you're welcome to Tech Gist. My name is Stephanie Ronald, and of course you know how we do it here in the studio. I'm together with no other person than Musa. We have so much lined up for you guys today, as we will be talking about robotics. We'll be right back after this short break. Stay with us.
Hi people, thank you for staying with us, and this is still Tech Gist. Now on today's episode of Tech Gist, we'll be talking about robotics. You know, some weeks ago we talked about AI, artificial intelligence. So we thought it wise, why not tell these people about robotics?
Because there's like a confusion between AI and robotics.
So today we're actually going to debunk every myth you have, every strange ideas you have.
I know, right?
You're going to love it.
Now, before we go into the details of the conversation, I need you looking at me to like this video, share, and subscribe to the DABA TV channel. I'm waiting for you. Do that right now.
Have you done it?
I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Okay, I know you have. Thank you very much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the video. Now, robotics. Musa, what is robotics?
Well, robotics, it's a branch of science, you know, engineering and technology, where machines, robots are created, basically to reduce human effort and labor, you know, to maybe replicate human actions. So the whole idea of these things called robotic is just to take away the pain from human existence.
The stress.
Yeah, the stress.
You know, I think that there's a difference between machines and robots. What makes a machine robot? Because robots are machines. Yeah. But there's a difference between machines and robots. So what makes, because machine, you have grinding machine, you have a, you know, they are all machines. So all those factories, they are machines. So what makes a machine a robot?
Do you not think those grinding machines are still robots, but are simpler robots? Because a grinding machine takes the stress of okay,
stone.
imagine having to grind beans with pound beans. That's stressful. Right? Do you understand?
I used to feel like, well, robots, what makes a machine a robot is the ability that it can move, it can walk,
well,
it can raise its hand.
You know, now that's where I'm actually going to be coming to, because when you talk about robots, people often think about humanoids. Yeah. Things that looks like
Terminator.
All those
laser eyes.
But those things are actually just pop cultures. They are fictional stories. Fiction. And then
sorry to bust your bubble.
We watch them, we grew up watching them, and then we feel that, okay, wow, these are actually how robots are. Yeah. But to be truthful, we are still decades away
from that reality. It's all fiction, guys. Like, you're just created.
Exactly. But for now, we have robots that do impressive things, and that brings me to Sophia.
Sophia.
Sophia is a robot that caught my eyes.
The first day I saw Sophia, I literally,
you were in awe.
My jaw was dropped.
You were shockified.
I was shockified though. I was like, oh my God, you mean a robot can look this?
She's beautiful. And I watched the video where she sang. She duet, what's this guy's name?
She did duet.
She sang a duet. I think we should have that video play over the screen right now.
Just let's watch it. Let's
watch that video right now.
Sophia, I heard that there's a new thing that you can do now. I heard that you can sing?
Yes. I love to sing karaoke using my new artificial intelligence voice. We should sing something together. Got any songs in mind?
We could do Say Something by is it Christina Aguilera?
Okay, I just downloaded it. I'm ready to sing.
Okay. Bruce, do you know the song? Now the first ever robot-human duet in the history of The Tonight Show. Fruit.
Say something, I'm giving up on you. I'm sorry that I couldn't get to you. Anywhere I would follow you. Say something, I'm giving up on you. Say something, I'm giving up on you. Say something.
Sophia the robot, everybody! Wow!
Did you see that? Like, did you see how flawless her skin looks?
And her
See her
voice.
eyes.
Yeah, her voice texture also.
Her voice.
Come on.
If a robot can serenade
that
you
would
like
take
that.
years of
my
practice for somebody to
It's
get
like they just took away
professional.
all the flaws
Yeah, and just
in your
made her
voice.
so perfect.
And they made the voice very mwah.
But the thing there is, she's still a robot because she still acts
At the
like
end of the day.
a robot.
She's not flexible like a human being.
Yeah, and so that's the whole idea of this whole thing called robotics and all of that. So I want you guys to understand that Sophia is a humanoid, all right? That's a type
And
of
it's a
robot.
type.
Yeah,
It's a type of
she's
robot.
on another level. But
I think she's the highest level of
currently right
Yeah,
now, right?
right now.
But the whole thing is there are simpler robots, okay, that we have currently. In fact, all around you, you have robots. The crane that works in the factory that lifts those heavy items, it's a robot, but it's controlled.
Yeah, it has manual,
manually,
you know.
you get. So now the big question that we've been asking, and myself that I've been asking Steph is, you know, we talked about AI, I think 2 weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
Now, imagine if an advanced AI is now combined
With an
with an advanced robot.
Gang. That's when we now start having thoughts of Terminator coming to life. So that's having thoughts of is Ultron possible because
And then,
the thing is very it's scary.
it's funny.
It shouldn't be
actually.
scary, but I know the thoughts that people are thinking. They're like,
Yeah.
okay. We've said that those things you've seen in the movies are fiction. But you
Yeah.
see, scientists are working towards that
Just bringing
fiction.
them into reality. Actually,
If you can think it,
You
you
can
can
think.
create it.
think it, dream it, you know.
That's the
Let
idea.
me inspire you to aspire to Maguire, you know.
And perspire. But that's the thought.
Yeah.
So right now, what you see with Sophia is a fusion of
Yeah.
an advanced AI with an advanced robot. Robots are, like you said, they're just machines. You know, and most times what a basic robot does is the ability to interact with its environment.
Yeah, do basic activities.
Yeah. But now we've now brought AI, the ability to mimic human intelligence, the ability to think and act. Then what will happen is when AI is able to advance to, you know, be able to process human emotion and to create human emotion, then we have enter another level.
That even reminds me, sometime last year during the Corona period,
Yeah.
we had this crazy rave of sex dolls.
That's how could I forget?
Yeah, and
I remember.
It's-
Oh my God.
I even read of a story where a guy said, I fell in love with
It
a sex
felt,
doll.
oh my goodness.
So I was asking.
Imagine though, that robot has not become Sophia yet. It's typically a
Yeah,
robot.
she's just a robot.
It doesn't have all the intelligence that Sophia has.
Yeah.
Then imagine that you now take all that and you build, you know, a sophisticated.
That means men will be
sex
marrying
doll.
robots now, and then they'll no longer have nagging. You know, men who say their wives nag. You know, men who want their wives to do certain things, but she says, you know, she's this person, she's got parents.
You know,
she's this.
and then
It's going to
with
be a
robots, like, you
problem.
don't have that conversation
No,
anymore.
you don't have conversation.
Well, I still feel like even if that happens, guy, you cannot replace a woman. See, conflict is important. When you start all that small fight, that she'll be eyeing and still cutting your eye. You see, you need it. You need Forget, guy, you need our trouble.
It's important.
It's part of the ingredients inside the soup. Those robots don't have it. They cannot question your IQ. They can't question your.
They can't hold intelligent conversations.
They can't judge you. They can't hold you accountable. Do you understand? At the end of the day, the ability for me to react spontaneously and
they can get close to, very, very close, but they cannot replace humans. They cannot. So I feel they should just stick to their task of reducing our
labor.
Yeah, and just focus on that.
And that brings us talk about what is the future of robotics, especially in Nigeria. It will shock you to know that there is a lot happening right now.
I read of a story of a young secondary school boy who created a robot, a wooden robot.
Wooden robot?
Yeah.
Amazing.
By himself, and he controls it.
I mean, you can see the pictures of how the robot looks like. It's on your screen right now.
I was out. I was really out. And then there's this Nigerian guy who I think he studied or grew up in the British. He created the first gaming robot called Mekamon.
I think I read about that.
Yeah,
it's crazy. I've seen those robots. They are gaming robots, right?
Yeah, gaming robots.
They behave like you and them are gaming together.
It's actually interesting. It's a Mekamon. I don't know why he gave it Mekamon, but according to him, he said he felt he wanted to inspire his fellow Nigerians to let them know that it's possible to actually do something. Yeah. So he created the first. I think it's actually a company now in the UK.
And it's growing. Yeah, because people are interested in future tech.
Robots is a very lucrative industry.
It is very lucrative. I think that one of the things that I have seen with the future of robotics is, like you have said earlier, it has come to reduce human labor drastically, and as a result of that, it will also it will cut off certain human jobs. Like certain jobs no longer be a human function anymore. You know about the robots that have been the waiter robots.
I think I've seen something like that.
They are waiters. That's what the robot is meant to do, to serve food. Now, when they asked the guy, why did you think about creating waiters, like as robots? You know the things he said?
No.
He is tired of having to deal with employees not showing up, showing up late,
taking sick leave.
Yeah, you having to let go, recruit all over. It's always a circle. It's stressful. But when you have those robots, you tell them when to wake up. You tell them when to show up. You tell them ain't no sick leave, ain't no pregnancy, anything.
Yeah.
You just show up at work. So you see that it is creating efficiency. No harassment. Thank you very much. Thank you. It is creating efficiency in the workplace. And that is the basic of it. Now, however, it's a caution to people who are doing, the regular hand jobs here and there.
Yeah.
Because by the time we now have these robots fully in gear, and did you not know that they're actually making robot chefs? Like, there's a chef now.
To cook the food that we shop.
Exactly. So those people that are going to culinary school and all of those things, be careful. What makes you above the game is your ability to innovate, the ability to create.
And put yourself out there once you see the trend, because it's actually the trend right now.
That's just it.
It's inevitable.
It's inevitable. Like, honestly.
It is inevitable.
In retrospect, it's inevitable. Nothing you can do about it. They're trying to create robots that will help take care of older people in the nursing homes. So you don't need to have cleaners, do some messy things. Everything robotics is trying to make life easier for human beings. And that's what you should be thinking about.
So now, back to you. What are some of the careers in robotics that you can start looking to? Because we don't just want to bring this information to you. We also want to help you position yourselves rightly. So some of the careers include robotic technician, software developers.
Software developers. If you're a software developer, and it's not enough for you to just say you're building website. I say a lot of software developers.
I don't understand
you're
the trend.
building website.
What's that? Only building website.
What's that?
There's more.
There's a lot more out there. You can create softwares for robots, for robotics, and I feel like a lot of Nigerians always look at the very big thing out there. Oh, the kind of Terminator we're talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
You can create softwares for small robots, mechanical robots, like as small as you can think of. You
the
can
controllers, Those are things that need software
so
development.
diversify into that field. Yeah.
And also, if you are in the sales or marketing, trust me,
enter that
you can never go out of business.
I'm telling you. Even engineers as well.
Yeah, engineers.
You have like you said, the technicians, people that maintain, and you
also,
have those that create. What do they call them? People that do assemble.
They are robot engineers now. We call them robots. And they also have the robot operators.
Yeah, the operators.
Operate these things because
settings, knowing how
to
work with them.
specialists in all of these things.
Exactly. How the settings to do. I mean, right now we're beginning to have robots who are doing the work of security. They are the ones that are guarding warehouses. They have laser beam lights. They just pew pew. They just notice movements because they work with body heat and all of those things. Once they notice all those kind of movements, just hear phew, they've done laser lights for you.
And before I forget, drones is also part of robots.
Oh, it's true.
Yeah. So you should start looking at positioning yourself at drone. And we have a course at DABA.school that it's well equipped for you to get started with drones. It was created by one of the best drone pilots out
Nigeria.
there. So you should get it. Start practicing, and in a few years you'll be high in demand and nobody can tell.
Let's go on this very short break. We'll be right back to round up on today's session. Stay with us.
It's a God-given talent. So whenever we see a problem, we try to solve it practically.
Warning, please give way. Testing the flow of the biorobotic hand system under self-testing.
They say they needed no classroom to hone their God-given talent.
We didn't continue to university due to financial constraints. As you all know, the birds of the same feathers flock together. We combined our effort and started solving the challenges facing the community. Either in energy, security, we are diverse.
Their main aim being to help persons living with disability in the society.
System under self-testing. Testing the chest, interface, devices. 1. Phone call connections. Check.
1 million people living without an arm or a leg in Kenya. So that's when we started discussing, and we went to the practical form about it, on how can we help them in aiding their mobility, in aiding their day-to-day activities.
This saw them come up with this prosthetic arm that receives commands from the brain just by the user thinking of what they want the arm to do.
The arm that we have is a prosthetic arm, which the way you think when we have a BCI gadget that you will put in your head, so the way you think, it will act according to it. If you think to lift your hand, it will lift the hand. If you think to wave or to move the arm from left to right, it will do according to your desire.
They tell us that with this technology, a person with no arms can drive a car.
When you think to turn left, you can turn left, turn right, reverse, start the engine, maybe also change the radio.
One can also switch on and off lights in a room.
By just thinking, can change the TV station, maybe from this station, maybe from K24 to another station.
And for someone who needs to use their computer, this technology will equally help them. However, lack of quality material is a major challenge, forcing them to use wood and old computer components in the hope that someday they will be able to afford better material.
Wood, plastics that are locally available. The components, we do it hard dynamic programming, using the components we find in the old computers, the old laptops. We go sourcing them to the people making electronics, who repair electronics. We go sourcing them to the village and towns where people have discarded those items.
They are now calling on the government and other stakeholders to come in so that together they can aid persons living with disability in the country.
Imagine learning how to fly drones like me. Do you know that drones are the next big thing, just like the early days of the internet? My name is David Okpatebo, and I'm a US certified drone pilot and founder of Aerials Flight Systems. Welcome to my online course. In this course, I'm going to be teaching you about drones, showing you how to fly drones, and how to make money from drone business. Even if you know nothing about drones, I have put together the best knowledge to get you started. So relax, get this course, and let me show you the next big skill via drones. Click the link and get started.
Welcome back from that break. Now, like Musa was saying earlier before we left, and like you've seen on your screens, the drone industry is massive, right? It's not just enough to know how to, it's not all about knowing how to fly a drone. The ability to build a drone, it's a different segment. You know, it's a different chain. The ability to repair drones, it's a different line of, you know, of business. And then the ability to fly the drone is a different, you know, conversation. And the softwares that this drone run on, all of those things, there are things you should look into. So there's a lot of, there's a long chain, you know, of businesses involved in the drone business. And we have tried to see how we can break some of those things in the course on DABA.school. So if you are still wondering what aspect of robotics to go into, you don't want to go into the big one, you're not a technician, you're not an operator, drone is a good place for you to start. Start from there, have the basic knowledge of how drones operate, how they work, and you can now go ahead to do like a lot more advanced courses. I want to encourage you, if you're watching this thing, apply for scholarships. A lot of people I've met don't even know how to apply. They don't believe that if they apply, they will get it. So I need you guys to put yourself out there. Know that you can learn robotics. You can learn how to build one. So put yourself out there, go out there, take courses, apply for scholarships, and you can never tell. You might become the next Elon Musk in Nigeria. I don't know. He seemed like one of the boldest people I know, having to try stuff, and that's like a huge thing. So I think that's basically what we have for you guys today on the show. Now, before we go, as usual, Musa, today's my turn. Last week you shamed me. Today I came prepared for you. Why are you humble?
I was born ready.
You really?
Yes. So truth.
Musa, what was the first car in Nigeria?
First car in Nigeria?
Yes.
Am I permitted to use Google?
No,
before you know that Nigeria.
You have 10 seconds.
I know it's a prototype.
You are so going to fail this. I know in my heart.
I will actually, I don't know.
Yeah, I knew it. Okay, second chance. Okay. I need to name 10 cars, 10 type of cars.
10 cars?
Yes.
SUV, Tesla, Honda, Lexus, Toyota, Rolls Royce, Mercedes.
I think his time is up. Your time is up. You still did not pass.
You don't blame me now. I'm not a car person. So,
What are you? Bicycle.
Robotic bicycle.
Thank you so much, guys, for staying with us today on the show. We'd like to hear your thoughts. Tell us what you think about robotics. Tell us, we'd like to know, what are you expecting when it comes to, what are your expectations in terms of robotics and AI? Leave your comments down below the comment section. Thank you for staying with us. We'll see you same time, same channel. Remember to share. Bye, guys. Bye.